Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this gorgeous Monday morning, November 4th. Hope you're having an outstanding day. As, by golly, we have a fun show today. The FAF, Flora Academic Foundation Radiothon is coming up, and I've got Derek Bailey here, as well as Dr. Joel Hackney. We are going to talk all about the Radiothon and how you can help the kids in your community. How you doing, boys?
Doing great.
Doing,
Thanks for having us.
We're going to talk here a few minutes about, here a little bit, I want to hear all about Apple Knocker as well, because you had to do a little juggling this year, didn't you?
We had to pivot. That wasn't the entertainment at the Apple Knocker either.
We'll do all that here in just a few minutes. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this gorgeous day. What is going on in and around the area for you today? A few things. I'm going to give you Monday and Tuesday stuff because I don't have a show tomorrow morning, but give you Monday and Tuesday things. A few things still going on a Monday. Usually there's not that much, but I was able to find one thing going on up in Altamont. They're hosting a blood drive at it's at the St. Paul's Lutheran Church up in Altamont. Now, this is an Impact Life blood drive rather than a Red Cross blood drive. The Impact Life folks, they do probably more Effingham area churches than and Marion County probably, whereas Red Cross, it's Wayne County and Clay County. Clay County's kind of in the middle of all of them, so you might get Impact Life, you might get Red Cross. The reason I say that is this. You know, you're supposed to go 8 weeks between blood drives. That doesn't mean you can go to one blood drive and then 4 weeks later go to another blood drive and have it be 8 weeks between each of them. No, if it's one blood drive per person. Have you ever met somebody who would go to more blood drives?
I do know people that did that with the plasma. They were really trying to get as much as they could out of the plasma. But they were making money off of it.
Yeah, they're making the money off the plasma.
Right.
I don't think it's like wedding crashes. People don't crash blood drives.
Right.
You don't typically go to a blood drive more often than you can.
No, I mean, that's great.
Unless they're homemade cookies.
To donate blood.
You get the homemade.
Yeah.
You're not just getting Little Debbie's.
I mean, that's great that they want to obviously give it a good cause.
That does make a difference because they'll have, there are some blood drives I know that will have chili at times. Then you'll have blood drives that will have pork burgers. They will give away pork burgers as well as the cookies and
we need to start going to blood drives with Bruce, I think.
Hey,
have you ever been to one that you got chili or pork burgers?
When I was a kid, there was a guy that went to church. He was an older guy, but he was every meal. If it was a wedding dinner, funeral dinner, just a social, he was at all of them.
He went to all of them.
I mean, so he knew where the food was.
Whether he was invited or not.
Right, he just got it turned up.
I got to tell you, some people are, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story right now since we got time.
All right.
We had a guy like that when I grew up, and it's always fun. My nephew was graduating from high school. This guy's older than me. My nephew is like 15, 30 years younger than me, 25 years younger. So this guy shows up at my nephew's graduation party. I guess he wanted to be there, but he had been in jail. He got bailed out of jail, and they gave him a ride. He pulls up in a police car, gets out, and comes and joins the party.
That's funny.
Now that is a guy who doesn't want to miss a party. That is dedicated.
Roll out of the cop car right into
the graduation party. You're having fun then. But yeah, this blood drive will be from 2:00 till 5:00 this afternoon at the St. Paul's Lutheran Church up in Altamont. If you need to make an appointment, you probably should make an appointment. It makes it a lot quicker on you and on everybody else. You need to go to www.bloodcenter.org or contact them at 800-747-5401. Just tell them you're going to the Altamont blood drive and they'll be able to help you out. Of course, it's a safe, simple procedure. Takes about 45 minutes to an hour. Individuals with diabetes and or controlled high blood pressure may be accepted as donors. Really kind of depends on what medications you're on, and they'll go over all that with you. Again, that is today in Altamont. What else going on this week? On tomorrow the 5th It is up in up in Shumway. They are hosting a distribution. It's the Enduring Freedom distribution up in Shumway at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. It'll be at the Shumway Freedom House Food Pantry. That's on Southwest Street in Shumway. Distribution is free, and it includes a hot meal as well as groceries, haircuts, clothing, and laundry. If you're having some trouble and you need to catch up on some of that stuff, by all means, head up there to Shumway, and they'll help you out. Also, tonight, we're talking about the Flora Academic Foundation today and all the ways that you can help them. Up in Teutopolis tonight, it's their Educational Foundation's Spaghetti Supper. The Teutopolis Spaghetti Supper meal includes spaghetti, salad, breadstick, and a cookie. It's $10 per person. Goes from 4:30 to 7 tonight. I bring that up and ask you, when are we having spaghetti at the Radiothon?
Oh, well, I mean, there'll be food at the Radiothon.
There'll be a lot of, it's more of the finger food variety. I mean, more like, dips and that kind of stuff. But there'll be a lot of that. It's a pretty good deal. It's a pretty good spread.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
All right.
But I'm certain, though, they're asking $10 at the T-Town Supper. They'll accept more, wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
Probably so.
They would almost certainly accept more at the T-Town. But yeah, give them a hand up there, help them out. That's going to be at the high school there in Teutopolis at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. What else going on this week? Today is National Candy Day. So close to Halloween, I can't believe. I guess it's because people are wanting to finish up whatever their trick-or-treating was. Folks celebrate this sweet holiday, National Candy Day. Candy has a long history of attracting folks with their bright colors and delightful flavors. What century, boys? I will ask you this. Here, you knew it was quiz time. You knew you were getting quiz.
We failed last time, I think, miserably. Yeah.
In what century did the English begin using the word candy? And I'll give you a hint by saying Middle English began using the word candy. It borrowed from the old French word sucre candi. It is which was derived in Persian from kandi with a Q, which means cane sugar. But in what century did the term candy begin to be used in English?
You start. You look like the candy century.
He's thinking.
I like
Look
candy.
at
It's got to
him
be
think.
16,
Look at him go.
1600s. That'd be the
So the 17th century.
17th
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I can't give the same answer. I'll go to the 16th century. No. You're saying the 17th
I
century?
said Middle English, Derek. Do you know when Middle English was used?
I guess not. Is that 1400?
That's the 1200s.
Yeah, so I was going to go with like the 14th, 15th century, but it's got to be the 13th
It's the
century.
13th century. He got it right after a lot of help.
That was a pretty good hit, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good hit. Yeah, candy has been around for years and years and years, folks. But today is the day that folks celebrate it. The invention, a fellow named Oliver Chase invented and patented the first candy press in America in 1847. This creation making different lozenge shapes possible. Confectioners began using a revolving steam pan in 1851, and all kinds of other inventions and innovations.
What's your least favorite candy? What do you hate?
Licorice,
gosh.
black licorice.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm not
I hate
black. I like
licorice.
red licorice.
Black licorice is
Like
the worst.
Twizzlers.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not a fan of black licorice.
I mean, it's an immediate revulsion.
It's not even a candy.
Yeah,
Really, I don't
an
think.
immediate revulsion to black.
It can ruin the whole bag of candy.
Yeah, well, you
It
don't
just takes
put it.
over, yeah.
You don't put it with anything else. It's too strong. It takes over the flavor. What's your favorite though?
I mean, anything chocolate, probably Snickers, Butterfinger.
Snickers have to be up there, yeah.
Well, see, now this is we're just finished with Halloween. Did you have a bunch of trick or treaters, or do you go trick or treating instead?
Actually, this year we did a little something different. We passed out ice cream cone, like kids' ice cream cones
Ladies
and
and
kids'
gentlemen.
drinks, like
Everybody
a coupon.
loves the DQ
A
owner.
coupon, yeah. So Liam didn't want to dress up. He wanted to be on the front porch giving it out this time. And we're like, well, you can give away your parade candy that you didn't want, but then throw out some coupons too. Like, I think that'd be
There you
cool. Little, you guys, everybody, Dr. Marley. What is Dr. Marley? He always has toothbrushes. Because he's a dentist, he always passes out toothbrushes, and people talk about that.
That's
I was like, you know what?
Do they talk about that in a good way or in a bad way?
Oh, in a good way, fun change up.
Fun.
I mean,
Well,
it's
they
not-
have to pass out toothbrushes because you're passing out ice cream cones
right, right.
and sodas. But I'm there for it. I mean, yeah.
We had my wife she has a specialty every year with always finds them early and grabs as many bags as she can. She does the eyeball gumballs.
Yeah.
Oh, now see, gumballs are good.
Yeah, eyeball gumballs, and that's what if you come to my house, you're coming.
You're getting eyeballs.
You're getting eyeballs.
The classic Clay County move is to buy all the candy on clearance now, and then you put it in the freezer.
Oh, wow.
And then you get the old.
Year-old
You get the old. That's a classic move.
You get year-old candy at trick or treat.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever you pull out the candy, you're like, oh, like you can tell, like it's been like the white, like dried out. You know,
Well, you're bringing up the Clay County thing. Clay County has the best Halloween parade I've ever seen.
100%.
It's an amazing Halloween parade. Does that detract from the number of trick or treaters that actually then go around on Halloween night, since the parade is on a Saturday?
no
typically
big
before.
big turnout. Big turnout at both. I mean, the Halloween is always if the weather's decent.
If the weather cooperates.
If it's 50, 60 degrees, man, it's busy around town.
Yeah. And the parade was unbelievably attended this year.
Well, it was the best weather, and
Takes an
if we
hour
didn't
and a
have it
half
last
to
year.
get through the thing, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a mile long or whatever, but I mean, that would take 15 minutes walking it, and I've walked it, and it just takes you an hour and a half to get through.
The kids are not short of candy. They're not deprived of candy around that weekend and
Which,
then into Halloween.
hence the toothbrushes.
Yeah,
Hence
definitely
the
necessary.
Toothbrushes, that makes a ton of sense. What else going on? Let's move up to, since I did some stuff on the 5th. What else is on the 5th? Yeah, I couldn't find much else good else on the 4th. This is also National Love Your Red Hair Day. It celebrates the beauty of those gorgeous red tresses annually on November 5th. No reason to be shy. Redheads get the spotlight to show off the unique qualities of red hair. Many redheads feel like outcasts for having red hair. Have you noticed that many redheads feel like outcasts? I mean, there is
I've never had one tell me that. So
well, I have a couple of friends that are redhead that I make fun of.
you're the
You're part of the problem.
I am not part of the solution.
do you make fun of them because they have red hair, or just make
Yeah.
fun of them in general?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
But yeah, better off dead than red on the head. I mean, you've heard that one, haven't you?
Just now. Have you heard that
I've not
before?
heard that one. I've not heard that one. I mean, there's a lot of I have heard.
That's not. It's not
Negative
like I wake up
connotation.
in the morning saying it.
You just lost every redhead fan you ever had of Big Talk. Right
That was
there.
when you were a child. I
Yes.
mean,
Hey, FAF would just like to reiterate that the opinions of Bruce
yeah, this
Dickey do
is
not
not
reflect the opinions
It
of.
has nothing to do with the Flora Academic Foundation. Absolutely, nothing.
Just lost 8% of your viewership.
Hopefully, it's
They're not going to have a clue what FAF is doing now.
Yeah. They don't want to know at this point. See, it's National Love Your Red Hair Day, so I'm
Hey, at this
learning.
point, I'd just like to have more hair, Bruce. I don't care what color it is. At this point.
Well, yeah, we're all getting that direction. We're all getting that. Here's one that's more fun. It's on November 5th as well.
Being redheaded, not fun.
Red hair
Not when
is
you're,
red
not when
hair.
you're Bruce's buddy.
Red hair is not fun at all. Let's get one that's a good time.
Wow.
How about National Donut Day, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen?
All right.
And well, something everybody can celebrate. Of course, they do Donut Day twice a year. The first Friday in June is also Donut Day. History disputes the origin of the donut. One theory suggests Dutch settlers brought the donuts to North America, much like they brought many other traditional American desserts. Was the original donut round? What year do you think American Hanson Gregory boys lays claim to inventing the ring-shaped donut while working on a lime trading ship. And he was only 16. He claims he punched a hole in the center of dough with the ship's tin pepper box. Later, he taught the technique to his mother. I'll give you 20 years either direction. What year did the guy make the first round-shaped donut? See, now, this is a good question. This is a really good
If he was on a
question.
ship,
If you're on a ship,
16, yeah.
lime trading ship.
I'm going to say 1820.
I was going 1860.
You got it again.
He's good.
It's 1847.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Doing good. You're on a roll
Very
today.
well done. You were close, though. Very, very,
I know
very.
my candy and my donuts.
But here's the thing: when you make a donut, don't you make a donut like a ring? You don't punch a hole out of the center.
Well, I guess that maybe at the time that's how you
That's
did
how
it.
he discovered it.
That's
and
how
then he thought, look at that.
I mean, it made it, you basically
Perfected it after
you get
that.
a grip.
I always thought that it gave more room for more icing and more fried edge around. That's why they
You
did.
see, now that's a great point.
You know what? That's maximum coverage.
That is an outstanding point. I see your point. Looking closely at these, I mean, you can see the one there in the middle with a lot of room, the fried edge with a lot of frosting on it. That's a good looking donut right there. That's even better looking than the little pink one down there and the one with all the fancy. I like.
Now, do you
I got
like the
strawberries.
parlor donuts? Like you go to the vacation spots and they have these big parlor donuts and they're like the size of your head, or do you like just a regular old kind of?
Regular donuts. Yeah.
Man, Royal Donut in Danville, best donut, and it's just a regular donut place.
Really?
Oh man, it's the
Royal
best.
Donut in
Royal-
Danville, Illinois.
I'm telling you, they used to have 2 locations, and we still every Christmas we bring home a couple dozen because they're the best. They have this stuff called Angel Cream in the
Is
middle
it
of them.
worth, okay, I go to Champaign all the time. Is it worth making a detour to a 30-minute detour to Danville?
If you're in you go there, you go to Royal Donut, and then you go to Gross Burger, which is right outside of Danville. and
Gross
What's
burger.
gross?
there's a guy.
Is it a hamburger place
His,
called Gross
his
Burger?
last name is Gross, and he's like an ex-Marine, and he's got like a little military themed burger place. It's just burgers and fries on the menu. They're awesome.
I love it.
So it's worth hitting. It is worth hitting Royal Donut and Gross Burger.
In Danville, what the heck are you doing in Danville, Illinois? You
See,
got
I
family up
worked. I
there?
worked there for about 5 years. My wife's from Danville.
Oh.
Remember, I'm from Clay County. I had to get out of the county
Yeah.
to find.
You had to get out to come back.
Well, to have someone I wasn't related to marry. I'm related to several here in the county.
Oh, wow. It's all meant for Wayne County. For me.
I'm really knocking Clay County today. Like I love Clay County, but
Well, you just lost those voters too.
All these
Those viewers too.
redheads in Clay
the
County.
people that freeze their candy and the people that are related to me.
If there's anybody still watching, let's see what.
What do you want to see on TV tonight, folks? Let's get out of this altogether. Tampa Bay's playing Kansas City. The Chiefs on NFL football. That's on ESPN Channel 601 at 7:15. Also, the Jazz are at the Bulls. All 30 teams in the NBA are playing tonight. So you're going to find whatever you like. The Jazz are at the Bulls at 7:30. And at 8:45, the Pacers are at the Mavericks. That's on FanDuel Network, Channel 630. No hockey much to speak of tonight. NCAA basketball starts tonight. Did you know that? November 4th is
did.
the first day. They've got about 150 games. It's just, they're what, 350 teams, and they're 85% of them are playing.
I'm still stuck that the Chiefs are probably going to get more viewership than all those NBA teams
Chiefs might
combined.
get all of them combined. Yeah. The Chiefs will get more than all of them combined. That's
They're getting all the
right.
primetime
Got
slots.
Derek Bailey, got Joel Hackney. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to come back and talk about the FAF, the Flora Academic Foundation Radiothon, right after these words. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield banking companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Little kid with the check mark on his head or whatever, the lightning bolt.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's.
Oh yeah.
Harry Potter. Ron Weasley was redheaded.
Yeah, you're right.
We're trying to name redheads we actually like, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
All of them. All of them.
Wow.
We like them all. We were trying to get Bruce something he
We're
liked.
trying to name redheads I
Trying to
might
calm
like.
him down a little bit. Gosh.
But welcome back out here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey as we have Derek Bailey here along with Joel Hackney, and we're going to talk about the FAF Radiothon. Before we do that, about 3 days before the Apple Knocker, you saw the big hurricane coming. All these events, football games got moved up days and stuff, and how did the Apple Knocker go inside rather than outside?
So it went well, being the conditions. I mean, had a lot of events had canceled throughout the day or on that day because of the weather, and so a lot of people were looking for something to do. That was a good activity, good indoor activity. Actually worked out really well inside the high school for, like I said, for the last minute planning. I think the overall consensus is it's better outside.
Yeah.
There, and that's I think we want to stick with at the elementary. We might do some tweaking because there was some stuff that was really good inside, so we might kind of do a little bit of hybrid there at the elementary. But overall, it was very successful and had a good turnout.
And that's the thing, the Apple Knocker. That's to help other folks raise money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas
Right.
the Radiothon, this is raising funds for the Academic Foundation, right?
That's correct. Yeah. So Apple Knocker, I mean, FAF makes a little bit off of that, but like you said, it's more for your student organizations, your churches, your community organizations to sell and get the majority of that profit to help
Right.
out their causes. FAF's big fundraiser is coming up Thursday, and that is where every penny of that's raised goes directly to
Students.
the students in the buildings and the opportunities that are offered to them.
Let's, for folks who've never seen us talk about this before, let's tell them what the Flora Academic Foundation is and what they do. Why don't you help us out there?
So yeah, I mean, I'll let Derek kind of expand on it, but as I've mentioned multiple times before, it's the envy of a lot of districts.
It really
I mean, obviously,
is.
you mentioned educational foundations and other places, but they probably have either stole some ideas or started because of, or will look to do what ours does, because it's going to be a night where hopefully $20,000 plus money is
Right.
raised. And
Is the goal 20
the
again?
goal is 20 again. Yep.
Okay.
That really hasn't changed. Obviously, things haven't gotten any cheaper, but it's amazing that we're in a community that we're blessed to be able to raise that in one night. Just generous donations by people, and we've said it a million times. Whether you can give $1, $5, or $50, every dollar helps get us to that goal, and every dollar goes towards the school. And it just gives opportunities to students that they wouldn't have otherwise.
Like what?
Trips that maybe they would never be able to take, places, educational opportunities that enhances the instruction that just aren't in a regular budget that you would have. Resources in classrooms that, again, can supplement that instruction that would just be above and beyond what you would be able to provide, given the number of staff and the number of buildings and students within a district. Assemblies, there was times where, especially when funding for the state, from the state to schools wasn't great, assemblies were a thing of the past. Taking trips to places were a thing of the past. Some of those resources.
Bringing in Lyceum people,
Yes, and-
folks to actually go to these assemblies.
Yes.
That costs money to
Yes,
bring those people in.
and during those years, whenever we would still be contacting those people, or we would still be saying, we like to come here, we'd like to do this, they'd be like, well, yeah, we'd love to, because most of the schools that used to do these are not able to financially
Right.
do that through the lack of funding. And so it was the FAF that carried us through those.
As a member of the faculty and staff of the schooling system, you understand more vividly than anybody how this affects you.
Yes.
Derek, tell me, as a member of the community with children, but you were involved in this before you had children of that age. How did you see the Flora Academic Foundation and its importance to the school, and not from a faculty standpoint?
Well, the fact that really the big thing is there's a lot of kids in this district that don't have the opportunity to go. They don't make it to St. Louis on a regular.
Right.
They don't get to go to a baseball game at Evansville, like a minor league game. They don't get to do the pumpkin patches, or they get to see what the apple orchard is, and so it really provides a lot of opportunity to them that like I said, not every kid gets.
Well, I think you're right in that kids might take for granted. I mean, I grew up in a family where we went to every football game from when I was fifth grade until I graduated from high school. We went to every football game and just about every basketball game. Somebody like me might take that for granted, though, and other people don't get a chance to do that, do they?
That's what I went to last year I went to the Evansville Otters game, and it's a minor league game, cool stadium. I don't know if you've been there.
Bossy, sure.
Yeah, it's great. And when I was sitting with a group of kids, and I had bought a bag of peanuts, and he's like, well, what are you doing with that? And I was like,
What are you going to do with these people?
well, that's what he didn't know. He'd never been to a baseball game or like a bigger time baseball game. And I was like, oh man, you got to have peanuts at the baseball game. I mean, it's just
Buy me some peanuts and crackers.
right. You got to have peanuts or a hot dog. That's just part of it, right? And so it was just cool. Like he was getting to experience something that, like I said, he wouldn't have had the chance to before.
And the $20,000, this isn't the part that goes into the scholarships.
No, that's
the
that's
scholarship arm
Yeah, that's
of the FAF. This is the part that goes
directly to the students. That's right. And again, that's another important aspect of what FAF does. They are either the ones that are managing those or deciding on those. I mean, every year around May, there's about $1 million worth of awards that go to our
Right.
students, and FAF probably oversees and meets to decide on 75%, if not more, of those. But that is money that's from individuals, organizations, or in honor of people, or from universities, or from
Right.
armed services, whatever this is. Money that comes strictly from the
Yeah.
community.
That's the scholarship arm.
Yep, this
ain't that.
Correct.
And the other thing that this $20,000 this goal helps fund is there are lots of groups, organizations in the school that they don't get a lot of funding, or they don't
Right.
generate a lot of revenue. One thing was like Scholastic Bowl. We provide the uniforms for that. FAF does, and there are other things.
Scholastic Bowl has uniforms?
Sure.
They have like a uniform shirt.
Sure.
Ah,
National
right.
Society, I think you help with.
I didn't know
with that.
if you had to get them
Right.
really fancy shorts and the
No, they get to wear jeans. They get to wear
They
jeans.
get helmets?
But we do provide a good amount of resources to groups like that, to the band, to the drama club.
Yeah.
That like I said, they don't typically generate a lot of revenue and could use the help.
Well, I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to show you a little bit about what goes on at the Radiothon. Again, the Radiothon coming up. We've hardly mentioned it. It's coming up on Thursday, the 7th at 6 o'clock.
6 to 9:30.
6 to 9:30. It will be on. Are we having it live on Wabash, or are we doing the YouTube on Wabash, or both?
You do the YouTube on Wabash, and then it'll be live on the radio on WNOI.
There you go. We'll talk all about that and clarify even more of that here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, along with Derek and Joel, back after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it. Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking here with Derek Bailey as well as Joel Hackney about the Flora Academic Foundation Radiothon. Again, it is set for Thursday, November 7th.
Yes.
Week from, well, not a week, it's 3 days from now.
Yeah, coming up soon.
Yeah, it's coming up. I'm probably going to run this again on Wednesday or something like that, by the way.
Sure.
Run this show. But it's coming up hard and soon, and you'll want to make sure that you get a chance to help out the folks. How do people help out? I mean, what's the story? I mean, if I'm watching the
If you
show
wanna give,
or
yeah.
listening to the show, how am I going to give? What's the
So
story?
there's a lot of different ways. One, I believe that there's still the ability to give online, correct?
Yes.
So you can, it's on the FAF Facebook
To the
page.
Facebook page.
Flora Academic Foundation Facebook page. You can call in.
And that's by the way, that's all spelled out. Flora
Yes.
Academic Foundation. Put that in your Facebook
Yep.
machine,
And you'll see
it'll pop it up.
a way to donate online there. I'm old enough to remember like was it Jerry Lee Lewis?
Jerry Lewis.
Call in,
Right.
call up,
MDA.
whatever. Yeah. So you can certainly do that. W&I will be broadcasting it, but we'll have people manning the phone. So 618-662-8316 is the number they will call. You'll hear that number about 1 million times that night when all the acts are transitioning. But again, 618-662-8316, or you can come in person.
Do you have a lot of folks come in person? I know you have like the parents of some of the performers and things.
Yeah, I mean, certainly that, but then, there's just people that,
The guy we were talking about earlier that
yeah.
miss a meal.
We may have somebody get out,
Be there.
may have somebody get out of a cop car and come right in. I don't know,
There you
but, certainly, I mean, you have a big crowd there with the kindergartners, and we'll talk a little bit more about the acts. They'll open up the show like they normally do with some patriotic songs and the Pledge of Allegiance, but there's several. people that come in person. And I mean, I think W. White does a fantastic job broadcasting, and all of our acts are phenomenal. It sounds great on the radio, but there's nothing like sitting there live listening to them perform it. So you can certainly drop a check off. You can drop a check off to Derek, or drop it off the unit office, even if you want to do that before.
So I can go drop off a check to DQ or something like that?
We do have several that do that. They drop it off to the district office, or off of DQ, just say it's for FAF, and that's no problem, because we'll just put it toward the total.
And that still gets added in that initial total and recognized online, but there's a myriad of ways.
I like the cool part, and you have people challenging. Tell me about some of the challenges that.
I mean, it just depends on kind of what I want to do. Sometimes it'll be a particular, I graduated in this particular class, so I'm challenging all the rest of my, or I'm pledging this amount and I'm going to give $10 for every $20 that somebody gives from.
Now, you and Derek are the hosts for like which hour?
I don't know if you've seen that yet. You're on stage.
I'll be off and on quite a bit, but we do have MCs that rotate in.
I saw Joe Goodman and and other folks helping. Do people? Okay, since you're on most of the night, will people call in and challenge? I'll do $10 for every push-up that Derek Bailey does.
There
I haven't had a push-up challenge yet. That's a good.
There was one time, and I'm a resourceful kind of guy, that somebody pledged while I was emceeing that they would give a certain amount if I did a cheer, or if there was a cheer done while I was MC. Well, I mean, we had some of our junior high cheerleaders that were there. So I just used the talent that was in the room. So nobody needs to see me cheer. But I've joked that we need to do one where I sing, and then until we get a certain amount of money, I don't stop singing, because I certainly will not get money for my singing ability. But no, we haven't done that yet. But there'll never be some challenges, and that's kind of fun. Anything that we can do just to motivate people to give, because it is a great cause.
And actually, the entertainment is really nice. I mean, you get the band kids in there, and you get I might as well show you some pictures of some of the kids. Well, tell me about the change drive. I think this was last week, Doc.
Yep. So, and it's very similar to what they do at the elementary school. So they do
they have the
penny wars for some pizza, and that's for the class that brings in the most. But the high school's kind of done that at the high school level as well this year for Change Drive. I know some of the buildings have, pay a certain amount to wear a hat on a particular day. And again, just number one, it makes the students aware and appreciative of all the things that FAF does, and gets them to understand the importance of this cause and how they benefit from it. And then it just gets, more people to give for that. So, it's great.
So you have that change drive we were talking about. Let's tell these two young ladies were singing last year. You probably don't remember what they sing.
I do not know.
I don't remember.
You know who they are?
That's Emma Hudson. Emma Hudson's the one on the left. But yeah, so the one thing they did last year that was new to FHS was they have a rock band class. They actually have a class that's dedicated just to being a rock band.
Time out. You're like a superintendent of this thing. You let that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So Bruce, what is going on? I'm astonished by that.
When you think of the talent that we have had in the past, and then what you're going to see Thursday night, I mean, there's no easing into the talent. It starts, and it's like pouring accelerant on a fire. I mean, it just continues to burn all night. So, I mean, it's, and I think you were talking about it off air. It's,
it's fascinating.
You're going to see a variety. It's kind of those eclectic radio stations that are out there, to where, like they say, if we don't play one of your favorite songs, then keep listening. They play all genres. You're going to hear something that you will like if you listen the duration of the night Thursday night.
It is a good mix.
We're going to get some more pictures here of some of the students who are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back right after this word. Please do stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm getting myself worked up about it again. Oh, darn redheads. I'm just teasing, folks. I'm the one, again, the opinions of Bruce Dickey have nothing to do with the Flora.
That's right.
Flora Academic Foundation. Okay. I'll show you a few more of these pictures. Here, I think, now this is, I like, this has to have something to do with you having a guitar class or a rock band class in high school, because you got a little boy in there playing the guitar. I thought this was the coolest.
I think it does, but I also think it has a lot to do with Stacy Lusk and just introducing them to a lot of different varieties of music. So this is some of her students that just, and I don't know who that MC is there in the back, but you know, that's.
You're in there.
Certainly not giving any guitar tips.
So this would be, is this junior high or grade school?
No, that's elementary school. Betwixt those music stands there, you've got old Garris Thompson on the guitar.
So that's elementary, right?
That's elementary. Yeah. I think he's probably fourth grade.
Stacy Lusk, the elementary teacher, and that's the other thing is I mean, we talk about the talent that you're going to see that Thursday night in the community, but Mrs. Lusk, Mrs. Hudson.
The talent of your director.
Mr. Seaver this year, I mean, they're going to be parading out the talent that we have here as well. And I mean, we lost a very talented senior class of singers and musicians, but you're going to see that there's still plenty of talent. And
some of those alums are coming and going to sing as well.
Oh,
so.
Are they? That's cool.
Yeah. There'll be some adults that sing later.
I saw, you were interviewing during the show last year. You were interviewing some of the kids, or getting their names, and I was thinking, boy, there's a senior that she's introducing as a senior. She's a senior, and I think, oh, that's too bad.
It was a big group, yeah.
It was a big group of seniors.
We still have lots of talent, though. And
the cool part is, and Joel, you know this more than anybody, if you get the talent in the upper classes, it breeds more talent.
Like you said, when you start having that rock band and they start becoming visible at FAF, then you get the elementary kids that want to start learning those things early and just carries on.
Well, that's what certainly had to be what got that kid playing a guitar.
For sure.
Let's take a look at this. Now you're getting into the high school.
That's
kids.
the high school. That's one of the smaller, probably, ensemble groups of the high school that was playing a song. So.
I kept this one because you have the young lady playing the tuba, and that's a good looking tuba too.
Yeah.
Very nice. But
And the thing about those is you see, like, if you looked at various pictures from the night, and again, it kind of goes back to the talent and what our band directors do. You'll see them playing that instrument, and then you'll see them playing 3 other instruments.
yeah,
They play
well, they're playing she's playing a bass guitar.
Yeah.
in one of the rock
I mean, they'll
bands.
play trumpet, saxophone, clarinet, tuba, guitar.
Well, I was only bringing this up because I love the gal's pants over there.
There
on
you
the,
go.
The left-hand side.
Yep.
Those are some good, cool pants. This is a fun little ensemble. They sounded just gorgeous. Well, are either of these two still in school?
I think-
no, the one for sure, the one on the left graduated quite a while ago, but then the one on the right.
Oh, so he came back to hell.
Yeah, Madison
Yeah.
Slover would be. She was a senior last year. So,
Okay.
Yep.
And
Look at that guy.
That fella graduated a few years ago, but then that other one's a young up and comer.
That's a Bailey right there.
That's
That
a
is-
Bailey.
Yeah, the one on the right, that's my oldest Liam. He's going to sing a couple songs on
He's
Thursday.
making an encore performance.
I was watching Liam last year, and I was zipping through. As you're zipping through, you're not hearing much, but I was what one does. I'm looking for pictures for the show, right?
Sure.
Now, I'm zipping through trying to get a good shot, and I accidentally stuck on him for a little bit. He was singing Bob Seger for
Yeah.
You'll Accompany Me or something.
Yeah, You'll Accompany Me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
think
was
he's
singing
singing-
You'll Accompany Me. I thought, my gosh, how in the world is this like sixth graders singing You'll Accompany Me?
You need to go on like a road trip. We've taken him to like a sporting event when he'd ride with my son.
Yeah.
And at least 5 times during the trip, you're going to hear, "This is my jam," and he's like rocking it.
It's
out
like a
the
little
back seat.
iPod, yeah.
Comes on the radio. "This is my jam." I thought that was your jam, Liam. Nope, this is my jam. And it's a concert by Liam, is what it is. So yeah.
Well, you see, now that's good, clean fun, right?
Oh,
there.
yeah.
He loves music, and he's a sponge. He remembers lyrics like first time he hears them. So he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you might get something anywhere from Bob Seger to Spice Girls when you're talking to Liam.
Right.
It's the Oak Ridge Boys. I think the
Oak Ridge Boys, yeah.
Well, yeah, the other thing is you're getting all kinds of good help from the community.
Yes.
That gentleman, he's the one who sang the Cake song the year before.
Yes,
Matt, he's involved. We go to church with Matt. He's involved with the theater. He's on that board.
Right.
And then he's
Stacy Earlywine and Jim Earlywine will be
Yes,
there.
right.
Oh, yeah, Jim will be running sound, I think.
Yep, Jim will be running sound. Stacy will be singing.
So
It'll be good.
Folks, it's just an incredibly talented set of crew of people who will be at the Radiothon. You'll be able to hear it all on WNOI as well as watch it all on here on Wabash. So we're going to come back, show a few more pictures, and wrap things up here with Derek and Joel after these words. Do please stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of bright. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, talking here with Derek Bailey and Joel Hackney. And you know, you mentioned the phone number. What was it again, Derek?
It's 618-662-8316. And while this is airing, they can still call that number. That'll go to the high school. And if they want to pledge an amount while they're thinking about it, they could do that. And,
yeah, you don't have to wait until Thursday night.
They can pledge while they're watching this and then turn around and pledge again on Thursday.
Oh, right, yeah. Right.
We'll be glad to write their number down.
Well, I got to tell you,
and that will go toward the goal.
I got to tell you, though, fellas, I think they'll see a lot more talent and reason to pledge watching on Thursday than watching here right now.
Well,
a lot more talent, and yeah,
I think that's a safe assumption. Yes,
for sure.
You were talking about this rock class. I am just fascinated that this school. Now, this was last year's. This was from last year, but these guys sounded outstanding, and they were not. They were playing songs that I was not expecting. They played "Creep."
Yeah. They did.
They played "Creep" from Radiohead. They played the "Sweater" song.
They did play Little Weezer.
Who helps these kids pick this music?
Now I will say,
I mean, there's a 30-year-old too.
I don't pay. I think Steber has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, but I mean, some of those songs are like, there's songs that I hear my daughter singing all the words to. I'm thinking, like, that was popular when I was.
When you're in school,
yeah, I'm thinking, how does she know the words to this? But yeah, I think it's like everything else, Bruce. Things just come back around. So good songs are good songs.
Good songs.
Hey, at least you can understand the words and it's good music. Unlike a lot of the
right.
They played the Pixies.
They did play the Pixies.
They played How Soon Is Now? Is that the?
I think so. Yeah.
I just went whenever. Which, hey. That was the Mossberger girl singing, right?
Right.
If you have enough talent to be able to do some of that stuff, you do it.
Yeah, and I think that's a part of that class too, is just exposing them to current music that they're interested in, but also just the history of rock and roll and history of music, and I think they just love some of those songs.
That makes you the king of the karaoke, if nothing else.
King of the karaoke.
Yeah, I mean, I know all those songs, but it's the fact that they can sing them and know it makes them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think I had a different picture of a different singer. Now that's the young lady who was playing the tuba earlier, right?
Yep.
She's playing the bass guitar.
She plays a ton of instruments.
And you know what? Also, I found fascinating. Derek, you'll especially love this. Is the rock band? You're even teaching them stage activities, because you've got a gal just basically staring at the drummer. There is nothing like rock. There is nothing like rock band jerks who stand there and stare at their drummer. You're teaching her how to be a rock band jerk. That's incredible. Very impressive. I thought that was cool. And well, see, there's the young lady who was playing the tuba. Who's that talking to her?
They get really hard up for MCs, Bruce. And they throw anybody in there they can. So yeah.
But that's Matt's daughter Mallory. She graduated last year. I think she's at Southern right now.
Well, that's what I was saying. There's all kinds of seniors, but you're able. But that's the cool part. You've got the pipeline bringing the next seniors along and bringing.
And it's a great night of free entertainment. Except we hope that you understand the importance of what FAF does and what it does for the school district and the students. And while obviously it's free to listen, we certainly hope that people will stop in, call in, go online, donate however they can to help.
Now, this is a couple of the directors here, right?
Yep, that's all three of our directors.
All three directors.
So that is Mrs. Hudson, who's the junior high on the far left, and Mr. Steber, who's the high school director. Not in there, Stacy Lush, who does our elementary band, and then you have Callie Strong that does our elementary music. So, we are fortunate to have four teachers that do music education in the district, and they all do a great job of helping participate.
That's the intriguing thing also with the FAF, in that even though the band has their own little parents group, I presume, right, to help them figure out how to get new instruments and stuff. the FAF is particularly important to the fine arts, isn't it?
Yeah, and they do have, but again, things aren't getting cheaper and funds aren't just plentiful. So, there's still that opportunity for if they've got something in the music or arts or whatever the area may be, this money helps to go towards purchasing some of that to, again, stuff that goes outside of just your regular.
One thing I will say is I am very supportive of the students that go out and ask for funding or try to sell things to me rather than somebody out of Idaho calling me for asking for money. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm more apt to give to someone who's working for it, and I view this as they are providing entertainment or they're providing something to help raise funds for this organization.
And it's in your community.
Right.
You know that every dime you pledge, every dime you give to it is staying in the community.
Correct.
And helping the students along. Well, it's a wonderful program, that's for sure. Okay, now. One other thing on Thursday night, you're going to be able to see this. We'll see it on the radio, see it on YouTube, hear it on the radio. You have all these different volunteers. How can people get involved with the Flora Academic Foundation if they see what you're doing here, if they watch a little bit of what you're doing and they want to pledge, they do some of that? How does one in the community who's maybe not involved see this and think about joining up and helping you all out?
They can get a hold of me directly. I'm available on Facebook. A lot of people have my number. They can also call this 662-8316.
662-8316.
That's the number, and then they can call and I'll get back with them because we have had that with. There's been some area businesses, or I know some of the factories. They've contacted me and we've had some good discussions, kind of just explaining further what FAF does and how they could get involved. So we're always open to those conversations.
Well, that's the thing also, Derek and Joel, you have to deal with this as well. This organization, I didn't ask you for history this time because I asked you about the history last time. It's over 40 years old.
It is.
The Flora Academic Foundation. And there are some people there who've been involved from the top.
Yep.
At some point, these folks might want to back out and let other people start taking the reins. And you always kind of need it. Helps a community organization, doesn't it?
For
to
sure.
get the flow of people.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, again, we are hoping those people stay on and continue to support for it. But like you said, there's a time where they're ready to pass that torch. And, we certainly are wanting people to pass that torch too.
We've brought on 3 new members to the board this year. We've got Josh Woods, we've got Josh Brinkley, and we've got Matt Conklin that all 3 have joined, and so they're going to be a huge benefit. But they were eager to join and excited to be a part of it.
Well, that's wonderful. And so if folks do want to get involved, in addition to donating, get a hold of you or get a hold of you. What's the typical setup? I mean, you've got 15, 20 people on the board that typically run through things, or how's that work?
Right. It all goes on in the commons, and you can just sit there and watch. It's kind of a come and go event. You can if you want to come for the kindergarten kids, you watch them. If you want to stay for the whole duration, people do.
We mentioned a little earlier. What's the food setup?
Food setup. There's finger foods, cookies, that kind of thing, and they're set up along the wall, and that's open to spectators throughout the evening.
Do you? This isn't something where I could come in with my own tuba and play.
You could probably get on the drum if you want.
But we would have to Jessica organize this, so maybe next year. Maybe next year.
We could fit it in now.
So I need to talk.
If you want to make a cameo appearance with the tuba, I can make that happen. But we're going to set.
What would you want to hear? I mean, I can play anything.
We're going to set the front row full of nothing but redheads for you.
See, now that's the thing. Whenever I usually play for children and that kind of thing, I usually get really, really loud and like scare people. It's since we are so close to Halloween, that might be quite the fitting thing. You're gonna have some fun, folks.
Absolutely.
You need to watch it on YouTube on Wabash. We'll have it as well, and somehow, or listen to WNOI 103.9 FM. They'll have it on their live broadcast, the website, as well as their apps. It'll be all over the place. These guys will be there, and you'll be running kids in and out and going to have some fun. Kids and adults from the community.
That is right.
With
Exactly.
outstanding talent. Again, the phone number to give them a call to make the pledge, 662-8316. It's going to help out a lot of folks. Joel, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you.
Derek, thank you so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
And thank you guys both so much for all you're doing to help out the students, because they're doing more than me, and and I'm lazy.
Well, I appreciate you having us.
You
Thanks for
bet.
having us.
We'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.